Hello students, now we are going to explain our next chapter. Here my name is Professor Vibhavari Javle and I am representing this chapter for Information Technology Department. So now we are going to start with the query creation. Now for that purpose, we just need two steps. First, generate the table. Second, add the fields according to the data and fill up the information. Now, see here. First, you need to make the table. Those are having several records. Records are nothing but the information stored in case of the fields we use. I have used here my name of the table is 12th commerce database, and here I have using four fields: RNO, that means roll number, then SN is student name, CT means city, and MOB means mobile number. I have enrolled here four records. Make a table stood and have some entries in it. Now here, so when we generated the table, see here we have the we need to choose the queries option here. Now the second word, we need to make the query. For that purpose we need to choose the use wizard to create the query section. So that means the second uh, option we need to choose from the task. Now see here, so when we choose that second option in that previous slide I have mentioned, we have the uh, one dialog box over here. In that dialog box we have 8 options over here. First one, we need to choose the step 1, need to follow that. That is, open the query wizard and choose the field selection. Now we need to choose the field that are already there in our table. We have the four fields: RNO, then SN, CT and MOB. So these are the four the fields we must require. Here I have uh, the symbol is showing that if we need to move all the symbols, then so we can use this second tab. Okay. Now here, so when I choose the second tab, then all the fields are moving toward the right portion of this um, the field. Okay, four fields we use, and here those four field name is change, and that is mentioned along with the table name, and the table name is stud. So stud.rno, stud.sn, stud.ct, stud.mob. So those are the fields in the query we can use. Now now the second steps we need to follow, that sorting the order field. So that is by default. If we choose to sort the record by the ascending order uh, or the descending order, we can choose in that sort also. Then we just step 2 is for to only follow the next step. Now so when we go to the third step, there are the search conditions. So that means on, so which field we need to check it from the record or the table. Okay, so so there is a drop down list. All the fields are uh, already there: stud.rno, stud.sn, stud.ct, so stud.mob. So those four fields are there on which here in the front of that fields it is the condition that is equal to. Okay, and then there need to be set certain the value for the field we choose. For example, if I choose here stud.ct, so that means I am going to sort the table on the basis of the city of the students, and then we need to put some the value for you want from the table to be get sorted. So that means I need to sort the students from the particular place, and that the value of that place should be the mention in the terms of the value is there matlab. So that means if I need to find all the students from my class, those are from the Pune. So that means, so my query, so that would be stud.ct is equal to the Pune. So Pune is the uh, required or appropriate the value to search for this query. Now here I have choose that stud.ct is equal to. Now here, as we are done with the third step, we need to go with the fourth step. It is for details or the summary. And so that means if we choose for the detailed, then it shows all the records of the query, and we are going to follow this. And if we choose the summary, then it shows the results of the aggregate function. So the second step we need to follow is next. Now, so as I told you that I am setting the value for the Pune here, so I have set her. Now this so there are the 5 and 6 steps are there, but now so our query is not applicable to follow that steps. So those steps are skipped, and just we jumped on the seventh step. Its name is aliases. So that means we need to follow this. In that we have stud.rno, it means rno. We need to take the values from the table rno. Then uh, uh, stud.sn. So that means we table that we have the value is in terms of sn. Stud.ct, so that means we need to take the value from the ct, the column, and stud.mob, that means we need to take the values from the mob. And then we need to set next for the next steps. Then we need to follow the last step of this, the query wizard. So that means the overview. It is, we can give the name of the query here. So by default, if you are not giving the name, it is taken by the query underscore stud. So that means the query underscore the name of the table you require. How do you want to proceed after the creating the query? So we need to display the query first, so it is our first requirement. So that the reason behind we are choosing here to display the query. And next, the only button you need to follow, it is to make the finish of this query wizard. Now, so when we apply this the query over my table stud, So here you can see I can able to sort the students from my table. Those are from the Pune location. Okay, so see, we got the records of the students from the Pune only, as we said that in our previous steps. And if you have see here, if you can see here that here, so that the query we have fired to sort the students from the location Pune, here you can see it is mentioned as the query underscore stud. Each and every query we can create it, can save here. Thank you. So hope you understand the query creation concept. Here we learn to uh, sort the table records on the basis of condition. Thank you.